Welcome back to the channel. I have Sandra here.
Sandbar_DG.
And I'm Khang. You can find me on Fortune Cookie Disc Golf. And we're here to look at the back nine of the AMLANTA 2022 Championship at East Roswell Park. So let's just jump right into it.
All right, hole 10, 251 feet, par 3 from the short tee. And so this one's a little uphill, and you want to hit this middle gap here, throw something a little understable that'll turn over and then gently fade. And actually you have a death putt at the end, so you want to be careful that you don't go too aggressive. Yeah, unless you're King.
You say understable, and I grabbed my buzz, and I turned it over.
Oh.
Well, I didn't turn it over. I threw it on too much ante. But that was my purpose. I was going to stable up and then try to throw on ante. I can't recall how far I am. I'm probably like 90 feet.
Okay. Yeah, and the basket's like tucked on a downhill there. So it's an uphill, then downhill kind of shot.
The sun is right in my eyeballs.
Spotlight.
Look, you see me move my head to the side. I'm like, I can't see the basket. But I'm not going to let it affect me. Just kidding.
Oh. Ah, close.
Hole 11, 230 feet from the long tees, par 3. So there's a double mando here, and if you don't make the mando, there's a drop zone where you're like 90 feet on top of a hill. So you really just want to make it through the mando. If you want to try to go for a birdie, you have to throw perfectly straight. You could put something on slight ante, but you still have to throw straight at the end of the day. So I grabbed my Mako 3, and I almost make it through,
no.
But I went around the tree.
Oh man, I didn't even know that tree was in play, but I guess from the long tee.
So here I am at the drop zone, trying to save par.
Oh, I thought that was going in. Oh man. That's tough.
Oh,
so this is what, your bogey shot?
This is a bogey shot. This is a straddle. Let's see if I can clean up my bogey here. Oh no.
Man,
just
so
like
much
that,
metal today.
I lost 3 strokes in 2 holes.
Well, we're at hole 12, 235 feet, par 3. Playing from the long tee. So here, the basket's straight ahead, but you do have this hazard of little pebbles here, this island, lake, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like you have a right gap where you can throw something overstable, or go for this, you can go for the left gap. What were you thinking there?
So I wanted to go left gap and throw something,
oh my God.
and throw something on like a little turn. Yeah. And so I grabbed my harpoon, shout out to Leah, and I got lucky there at the end that it hit a tree and kicked straight left. So I had a edge of circle putt look.
Oh!
But I just didn't put enough height to it.
I made that. So.
Man.
It's like this one's already close,
That's
right?
tough. So many birdie looks.
Yeah. Hole 13, 214 feet, playing on the long tee. So here you really have one option. There's 2 technically, but the second option is really tough. So you either throw straight at the basket in between the line of trees, which you'll see once we're on the tee pad, or you throw it with a slight anti-flex down the right side and have it fade back in. But it's really touchy. If you throw it too hard, it'll hit a tree.
Ooh.
And here, I hit an early tree, and I have a long putt look.
Well, this hole, almost.
Okay, let's go. That's so cool.
This hole played as the 3rd easiest hole. Well, it tied as the 3rd easiest hole with 67% of the field getting par. So it sounds like a lot of the players just played for par on that. Here we're at hole 14, 251 feet, par 3, playing from the long tee. So this basket is surrounded by trees. You really just have a straight look at it. I believe that there's a right gap where you can throw something overstable, but you can also just go straight at it.
So here I grab my buzz. And I think I'm like, yeah, at this point I think it's in my head about my footing, because I just don't trust it anymore.
Fade in.
Okay. I think I leave myself like a 20-foot putt.
You have a little work to do still. And you said this is hole par 4?
No, this is a par
won.
I
3.
snuck it in there, Khang.
So I saved the par
Oh,
there.
par 3, yeah. Good par save.
Hole 15, 249 feet, par 3. You have one throw and one throw only. It is backhand. Shout out to Kramer. You cannot forehand this throw. I'm pretty sure you could, but so you either throw something like stable, you throw straight at it and let it naturally fade in, or you throw something on Annie and it's more overstable. But you should try to go for the right gap here, and that's what I try to do here with the wasp.
You overturned it.
Yeah, the wasp is really stable, but I'm learning now that I can force a lot of stable discs, overstable discs to not come back.
Too strong.
Oh,
And I
Khang.
had a long circle 2 looks.
That was
And I,
Top of the band. This,
no, not another Rustin Peach. Not again.
it played as, hole 15 played as the 3rd hardest hole with no birdies. And you had a birdie look. So you almost made it. So here we're at hole 16, 394 feet, par 4 from the short tee. So here, looks like you're going straight at it. It's a pretty long hole. So for me, I just try to land on the fairway, hit this gap, and then make sure I don't go into the right woods or the left woods.
Ooh, I threw my Undertaker here. I
Hey,
hit a
center
tree, but
fairway.
I'm still in the center fairway, so I'm okay with that. So I don't know why I'm changing this. If I had to guess, it's a buzz. I knew it, because when it comes to choosing a disc, it's always a comfort disc.
Oh, nice.
So
The basket's still pretty far down there.
yeah, I think I land in circle 1 here from that approach.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
actually, I'm like 10 feet from the basket, so
That's
yes, I was
great.
definitely circle 1.
This is your birdie look.
I actually birdied this in the first round as well, so both rounds.
Nice. There are 5 birdies on the day, and you were one of them.
So hole 17 is 275 feet, par 3 on the short tees. This is my favorite hole of the course. You throw something on Annie, I usually throw a Mako 3, but here you can go Annie backhand or forehand. With the forehand, you're pushing up the fairway and having it dump hard right. With the Annie throw, you want to just barely hit the inside.
I hate this hole. It's actually the 2nd hardest hole on the
Hey,
day.
it's still fairway.
And I think even if you have a forehand, you have to have a powerful enough forehand to make that right fade.
So I have a long circle 2 look here. Oh, it's not enough height. Good
That's
line.
all right. Easy par. Nice job. And we are already at hole 18, last hole, 315 feet, par 3 from the short tee. Here, there's this gap you want to get between these 2 trees, go straight at it. It is slightly downhill. You can either throw a forehand, there is the line there, or just go backhand, whatever you're comfortable with.
Great round.
Oh, look at this sportsmanship.
Oh yeah, I had to record the scores for a card. So here I grabbed my Undertaker, which I trust a lot, to turn over slightly and then come back in.
Oh, that looks really good.
I was going for the ace.
Oh, you hit a tree. I thought it was going to go all the way.
Yeah, I hit the last tree you could hit. Oh. No,
Oh my
a
gosh.
3rd Rustin Peach. How could you do this to
Oh my
me?
gosh.
I mean, that's basically how I feel about the round. It's so close, but
Your putts you just weren't making your epic putts today.
yeah.
Nice finish.
That's all right.
So that wraps up the 2nd round of the back 9. And
I mean, 3 Rustin Peaches. That means you could have scored under.
I now I understand what Paul Macbeth felt in the first half of the season when he said, I feel like I had a lot of good shots, I had a lot of chances, but I could never string all of it together in one full round. Because that's basically what I felt, and I learned a lot. Basically, switch shoes. I bought a whale sack because I learned that when you have wet hands, it definitely affects your drives. And so those are the 2 changes I've made. And if you want to check out our next tournament at the Chattahoochee Point Park, I don't recall what the tournament is called, but I'm sure when you see the title, you'll see it. You'll see that I made all those changes, the well sack, the shoe change, and it was raining. So please check out that video. So I really appreciate you checking out this video. So please like and subscribe. Thanks, Sandra, for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. I mean, it's great watching you around, looking at your scorecard. You don't get all the drama just until you actually watch the video. So thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe.